I'd still rather it use the stack.
It's gonna be like learning how to play the game all over again.
It hasn't really affected my games that much.
I'm not going to get upset about them because you can't change them. They're not going to go back to the way they were, except for maybe in 10 years they'll decide they didn't like them.
I don't think it's that bad.
I think it makes more sense.
There's an enormous PR war going on, basically, to try and sway it one way or the other.
It benefits the better player. It's not the basic, okay, damage on the stack, pump.
Okay, do you block with the Fulminator Mage and kill their Bloodbraid Elf, or do you destroy their land? So, I mean, it adds an interesting layer of complexity to the game.
I've had a couple bad experiences with Mog Fanatic, so I'm happy he's almost dead. Sacking a creature that has been assigned lethal damage never made any sense to me either. It's like it's dead, and then I'm sacrificing a dead body.
I think I'm too lazy to make sideboard notes. For the players that are trying to make rogue decks and like have tested it as much as they need to make sure like this can do good and just need little interesting tweaks for sideboards for beating decks or like little notes about what they could do, I don't have a problem with that. I think that's good. It encourages different deck building.
It means more to me in Limited. It's like not forgetting that you have that naturalized in your sideboard.
That's fine. It's not really a big deal because sometimes I forget.
I'm personally an enormous fan of notes.
It just makes net decking so much easier. Now you can actually have a complete and utter roadmap on how to play your card.
If you need to write down like every deck list and every sideboard plan, then go for it. But you know, I mean, I don't think many people are actually going to be doing that.
Thumbs up.
Good thing because it saves time.
It just speeds the game up more.
That's never mattered.
I think that's horrible.
That is just ridiculous.
It adds an unnecessary amount of interference.
I'm kind of against that. Like, I mean, I think it's probably going to cause like a lot more confusion than necessary. There's going to be a lot of times where people aren't going to listen to the kid that comes over and tells them to stop anyway.
I used to start a stopwatch for the first time I'd hear somebody call judge. Usually take about 10 seconds. Now I got to start 2 stopwatches. The first time a player calls judge and the first time a spectator calls judge.
Stupid.
Really bad.
Flavorfully, I don't like it, but I can understand it from a gameplay perspective.
It makes like some cards a lot better. Wake Thrasher is like, tap all my lands at the end.
When I played, I learned, I got singed. My last card from being singed.
If you're making mana that you're not going to use, I mean, there should be some kind of penalty for that.
You can be like, I play this, I'm going to tap land. Okay, are you going to play something? No.
Most of what R&D is done for Magic, they do a lot of research into it, and they test it a lot. So I feel as though a lot of thought went into this.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. They don't exist.
It's a little stupid.
It's basically meaningless.
People are going to call it whatever they want.
I'm going to call everything the way it is. You play spells, you don't cast them. This isn't Yu-Gi-Oh, which we're trying to make it.
I've crossed out with a Sharpie on all my cards where it says battlefield.
You know, maybe I want to cast my creature and put it onto the battlefield and then activate my abilities.
I always like when they give the short works because it just makes it faster.
It's flavorful.
Lands have kind of a flavor issue on their own.
No, that's all crap. That's all got to go. Battlefield, every time I see it on a card, I want to scratch it out with my keys.
It's like a quarter new.
It makes you actually want to buy the set.
Most of them are just functional reprints.
I can understand Doomblade for Terror because it's not a direct reprint, but giving Next Snap a new name, well, I guess the new name's more flavorful, but so what? You have a little trouble printing a magical Runeclaw Bear at a 2/2 if a Grizzly Bear is already a 2/2. A Stampeding Rhino, and that looked awfully real. I mean, it makes sense that rhinos have trample. It makes sense that rhinos can be 4/4s for 5.
Remove Soul and the new one, it's like they just sent out textless remove souls. It's like, cool, I got textless remove souls that I can't play with anymore.
Usually I get extremely bored by core set drafting and seals. Like normally I wouldn't even go to a pre-release to play a sealed for a core set, you know. Actually a pretty fun format. It feels like it's got more cohesion than a normal core set would, whereas like core set used to be like this loose amalgamation of things from older sets that they bring in, but now it feels like it's all this one cohesive thing.
It's exciting to see Bogart and Hellkite come back.
Bogart and Hellkite. He's just old school with me. I've always played big mana for a while. Back with Red Green Snow.
I'm excited for Darksteel Colossus, even though no one's going to really be able to play it except for that wonky polymorph deck.
I guess you could go for Platinum Angel because you can't lose while it's out there, but it's kind of vulnerable. I mean, I guess you could go for Baneslayer Angel because Bogarty and Hellkite can't touch it.
I like Open the Vaults. I'm looking forward to kind of experimenting with it and seeing if I can do anything with it.
Time Warp. In a control deck, you pop that bad boy out, you're sitting pretty.
I'm not going to see lands. They're beneficial for some decks and negative in some.
You'll see a surge of mono-white Kithkin. A lot of people are going to try and play their mono-red or red-green decks.
Green-white tokens doesn't have that first turn Noble Hierarch play now. Black-white tokens is dead.
To be honest, I haven't done a ton of standard testing, which isn't that good because I'm going to go to the PTQ on Saturday in Edison.
It's just going to enhance the big decks that are out there right now. Aggro decks are going to rock right now because now you're having less things like Wrath of God, see you later.
I think that it's kind of boned control decks. They've lost Wrath.
People are going to be playing Hallowed Burial forever and probably Martial Coup. I'm still just waiting for Lore and Block to rotate, then I'll be happy with standard.
We're not going to see a huge change yet until I say October.
It's a core set, so it's automatically less fun than anything else. Get your removal, kill their fatties, play your fatties, and win. As long as you know what to kill, what to get rid of, what to play, when to play, how to play it, you'll be fine.
I'm a little worried that it's going to turn into, you know, who has the bigger creature or better removal package.
I think it's fun.
Play blue-white flyers.
Sealed I enjoy.
It's been pretty fun.
I like it. I like the limited environment for Mantan a lot. It's got a lot of fun tricks. I mean, it seems underpowered at first, I thought, but then when I started playing it, it seems like everybody's using ridiculous combat tricks. There's huge creatures everywhere. It's just fun.
Ironic that everybody's using combat tricks.
Yeah, no, it is absolutely. Like there's a lot more tricks I noticed today, but it's just everyone's playing them in a different way that no one's quite used to yet.
If you're in a draft, Lightning Bolt is a trap. I actually passed a ball lightning and took Wall of Frost over it.
You don't have to read signals as hard. It's so blatant.
It's a lot of fun to actually be able to go back to 2 colors again. It feels like it's brought it back to old school style.
A lot more basic, a lot more straightforward, but I have a feeling it's going to go back to like when we started shards, and it was like, who's going to get your bomb? Who's going to get your Battle Grace Angel? Who's going to get the Flame Blast Dragon?
I think Soldiers is pretty nuts.
I mean, I think I'd still always rather play shards.
I like it in a different way. It's not as powerful and bomb-tastic. You don't have to deal with Cascade, which is nice.
It's fun to not have to like just be like, oh, Enlisted Worm, a Bloodbraid Elf, an Ember Weaver.
I'll give Wizards the thumbs up on trying.
I'll give the thumbs up.
M10 gets a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, totally.
Thumbs up.
A thumbs up.
I'd give it a thumbs up.
I like it.
I want to see him come back better next year with M11.